Hello, students. My name is Alan Eggleston, and I'm a member of the Lions Club of Kona. The Lions Club is a service club in this community. That means we help people in such ways as maintaining Higashihara Park, building park benches, helping the food bank provide food for community members, and many other projects, such as educating third graders regarding respect for the American flag.
This is Ms. Hernandez from Konawaena High School, and the Konawaena Leo Club members will explain the requirements for this particular activity, starting with Ms. Lacey Young.
After hearing this presentation, we will ask you to write an essay about what the flag means to you. Notice that I didn't say what the flag means to your teacher or your mother or even your relatives or the governor of the state of Hawaii. You will write about what the flag means to you yourself. Next will be Sophia Burgess.
There will be prizes awarded to the students who meet all the criteria for the essay. In your class, the first place, second place, and third place winners will receive $15, $10, and $5. In addition, the students who win first place, second place, and third place out of all 5 schools in your area will win $25, $20, and $15.
Remember, the title is What the Flag Means to Me. Look over the important facts about the flag. Explain why to each of your important facts as you write them out.
The second goal is why is the flag important to you? You can include how your parents or other relatives feel about the flag. You can also ask how veterans or active military persons feel about the flag. You can also ask police officers, healthcare workers, or other people. Think, what do the following words mean to you? Honor, freedom, patriotism, allegiance, union, and respect. The third goal is the proper use of grammar and vocabulary. Proper use of grammar includes capitals, periods, commas, and apostrophes. Have your teacher or someone good at English read and help edit your essay. You can either type or write out your essay, and you won't be deducted points for either one of them. There is no limit to how long or short your essay has to be, but rather you'll be judged on the quality of your writing. And next, I'll pass it on to Kiana.
As you can see here, on the left side is a picture of the original flag, while the right side is the current flag design. The original flag had a ring of 13 stars, which represented the 13 colonies. They were like states back then. The current flag, on the right, has 50 stars because there are currently 50 states in the U.S. And now on to phonicity.
True or false statements. The flag should not be dipped to any person or thing, including government officials, even the president. True or false?
The flag should never touch anything beneath it, such as the ground, the floor, water, or merchandise. True or false? The flag should never be displayed with the Union stars down, unless as a signal of dire distress. True or false?
The flag should never be carried flat or horizontally, but always aloft and free. True or false? The flag should never be fastened, displayed, used, or stored so that it might be easily torn, soiled, or damaged in any way. True or false?
The flag should never be used as a covering for a ceiling. True or false? The flag should never have anything placed on it. True or false?
The flag should never be used for any advertising purpose nor embroidered as part of a costume. True or false? If a flag is dirty or torn, it may be cleaned and fixed. However, when the flag is worn or damaged, it should be replaced. True or false?
The flag should always be flown in the daytime, unless it is lighted. True or false? As many of you have guessed, all of the last statements were true. Now you have plenty of information regarding the first goal. So which of these facts are important to you?
The Pledge of Allegiance. How was the Pledge of Allegiance created? The Pledge of Allegiance. This is the story about an important historical figure, Francis Scott Key. And on the right is a picture of an actor dressed up as Dr. William Beans. The Pledge of Allegiance. Over 200 years ago in 1814, while America was at war against the British, there was a battle near Washington, D.C. The White House was invaded and burned by a group of British men who then traveled to the city of Baltimore and took over the house of Dr. William Beans. The British then captured Dr. Beans and took him into a British ship anchored in Chesapeake Bay. The British then sent their military ground forces to take over Fort McHenry. And on the right is a picture of what Fort Henry looks like today from the city of Baltimore. I will now turn this over to Dianella.
Francis Scott Key was Dr. Bean's close friend. He was sent out to the British ship to see what the conditions were to have the doctor released back to Baltimore. He was able to come to an agreement with the British to send Dr. Beans home. But when he looked out past the ship, he saw more British warships. Here's a picture of Francis Scott Key. He realized that Fort McHenry was under attack. However, the British wouldn't let Dr. Beans off of the ship because they wanted to keep the attack a secret. Here's an illustration of what Francis Scott Key saw when Fort McHenry was under attack. Francis Scott Key watched the battle begin. The British began launching rockets with their red glare and bombs that burst in the air at the fort. The British troops also attacked the fort from land, and the battle lasted most of the night. On the right is an illustration of the Battle of Fort McHenry. Now I will pass it on to Lacey.
The next morning, when they looked over the ramparts, or the walls of the fort, they saw that there was a huge American flag flying over the fort, and that the fort and the city were saved. The British then quit the attack and knew that they could not win. On the right is a picture of the big American flag. On the right, on this page, is a picture of the actual flag before it was restored. So you can see how damaged it was. And yes, that is an actual soldier standing next to it, not a toy. It was then placed in the Smithsonian Museum. Notice how huge the flag is.
After the battle, Francis Scott Key composed a poem. The poem was later set to music, and I think by now you know that it became our national anthem.
Whose broad strides and
is another song called George M. Cohan's Grand Old Flag. The song Grand Old Flag was written over 100 years ago in 1906 by George M. Cohan. He got the inspiration for the song when talking to a Civil War veteran at that time. He then put the song into the stage musical George Washington Jr. Remember, additional information might include how your parents or other relatives feel about the flag, how veterans or active military persons feel about the flag, police officers, healthcare workers, and other people you may ask. In addition, if you have a good story or something special to add, that might help. In a recent overall winning essay, a student wrote about moving to the United States from another country and what the flag meant to her.
What does the flag mean to you? Thank you very much for the Leos that put all of this together and did a fantastic job.